Hello, good morning. Welcome to another edition of Come On Tings. Well, we've seen what's happening in Barbados. People are dwelling on the fact that there was a fight at Alexandria School and weapons were used. To be quite truthful, there were fights all through this week. I saw one with students from Princess Margaret. I saw one with students from Graydon City. I saw one with students from Leicester Vaughan. You understand? Are we dwelling on the children, right? But what example are the adults setting? Now, you know, it's usually bring out things that nobody don't know about. And I want to let you all know that it ain't only the children that fighting at the schools. I want to let you all know that a porter at the secondary school in St. Thomas stabbed a groundsman too. So don't blame only the children, because it's happening at the schools. And up to now, none of them know about it, but you know about it. So something has to come up about that. You understand me? No. Next thing I want to talk about, I want to let you know that sometimes we have matters before the court, and we don't always get the justice that we believe we should be having. As a matter of fact, sometimes you don't get the justice at all. I have a situation with a prominent attorney who represented a young lady in a matter she had where she had a work related accident, and the matter was heard. Compensation was given in her favor, and that was since 2013 the matter was going on. I don't know exactly when the decision was made, but I know that up to now the girl has not received the order to get the funds. No, there were two matters related to her work, and up to now there is one right now that is ongoing that she does not even know. She did not even attend. They had to tell her that her matter was heard July the 15th this year. A matter was heard relevant to her. She didn't even know that. It shows you how some of the corruptness, the corruptness that is in the judicial system. I have another gentleman another attorney who has a matter that's going on for quite some time relevant to paternity. And he's now telling the family that he wants them to get paternity tests, even though the judge ruled the decision and put the children's names on the paper to state that the relative is their father. And monies have been dispensed. But the check was made out in his name. Up to now, he cannot give the family the money yet. Showing them the check, but he can't get to pay them. It's in his name. So I don't know what he's doing with the money. You understand? A lot of people experiencing problems like this. Quite a few people. The next thing I want to talk about is the immigration department. Now, we have some immigration officers, right, who tend to believe that it is their personal interest to deny a person of a passport. I can tell you what, I had a situation where a young gentleman who had been involved in an incident with the police, he went before the law courts. Anyway, the matter, when he was a juvenile, the matter was heard and dealt with. The matter was dismissed. Usually there's a book called a invoice bond book that you have to get a document to show your case was dismissed when you're going for certain documents. So he went and he got this, went to the immigration department. I got a passport last year. You understand me? Had a passport last year. I understand he had a matter ongoing since 2015, but he got the passport in 2023 because as long as the court does not stipulate that you are supposed to give in your passport, they gave the documentation to show he could have a passport. The immigration department gave him a passport. But in 2024, this year, he moved. And in moving, he lost the passport. So he did the relevant thing. He went to the police, told them that he lost his passport, made a report, you understand? Filled up the necessary documents, and went back to immigration. You know, immigration gave this man licks to get back a passport, even though they dispense one. They're telling me he has to bring back the invoice for the bond book. So I said, so then when they got it, we carried it back. No, they find another reason. You understand? Now I'm going to tell you something, right? And we wonder why the youth of today are the way they are, especially those who have been in trouble before. When you have people who are stopping people from making improvements in their life and progressing, where do you expect them to go? You understand? Now this guy wants to go overseas to do something with his daughter, but he's coming back because he has a little business here. You understand? And they're doing everything in their way to impede him from making any progress in his life. And this is something that we need to address, because the judicial system speaks about rehabilitation, the police talk about rehabilitation, but everywhere you go you need a certificate of character. There's a problem with getting jobs because they've been in trouble. All these things are consistently happening, and we still want people to behave themselves. And they cannot get legal work because of their past. What do you expect them to do? You understand? And I hate to hear it from people who profess Christianity, because people who profess Christianity are asking for forgiveness from the Lord when the Bible says, do not come to me if you cannot forgive your brother. You understand? They're asking for forgiveness, yet they cannot forgive those and give people a chance. Everybody deserves a chance. And until we start to do that, Barbados will not change. And the youngsters and older heads who have been in trouble will continue to commit the offenses they've committed because they know no other way. And we in society, with our insular way of thinking, are not allowing them to think further. Tell me if I'm wrong or not, all right? Anyway, there's always some good in society. And let's not only concentrate on the bad, but concentrate on the good. I want to look at something here in the Democratic Labour Party. Now, you heard about the council relevant to citizen security. And I noticed that the Prime Minister picked somebody from the Bar Association in the name of Michael Lashley. Now, Michael Lashley is one of the most prominent attorneys in Barbados, and not only in Barbados, but in the Caribbean. He's a member of the Democratic Labour Party. What baffles me is that the Democratic Labour Party has a commission on crime prevention. Up to now, I have not seen them call on Michael Lashley. As a matter of fact, I have not seen them call on him for the shadow cabinet. As a matter of fact, I have not seen them making mention of him at all. I've not seen them making mention of him. The people who are people with expertise, who I'm sure might have a seat, I am not seeing them being called on. And it makes me wonder, is it that the leadership is stating that those whom they believe to be a threat, they are not involved in certain things? I have to ask that question. Because they don't want to attack only B&D. That's why they don't want to be affiliated with any party. Because they want to be able to attack anybody. You understand? And they're asking questions. This isn't an attack. I am asking questions. Okay? I need to ask questions. Ask me. If you know people, please tell me. You understand? What do you all think is happening within the Democratic Labour Party? Anyway, that's me for Come Out Things now. Alright, I'm out for the time being. Remember, keep your spirits up and your temper down. And please try to do something good for somebody today, alright? I'm Mr. Clark, I'm out.